Missed deadline domino effect. How late filing destroys everything. What if I told you that being just one day late with your self-assessment could cost you your house, destroy your credit rating, and ruin your business prospects for years? I'm going to show you exactly how this financial domino effect works. This could be worth more than your annual salary. Hi, I'm David White, and after starting my first business with absolutely nothing, not even enough money for proper business cards, I've learned that in business and taxes, timing truly is everything. Benjamin Franklin once said, "In this world, nothing can be said to be certain except death and taxes." But he forgot to mention the third certainty: HMRC penalties if you're even a minute late. Today, I'm sharing the brutal reality of what happens when that January 1st deadline slips by, using the real story of Tom, whose single day delay created a financial nightmare that's still haunting him 3 years later. The fatal day. Tom ran a successful consultancy. Sound familiar? He was busy, profitable, doing well, just like many of you watching. January 1st fell on Monday. Tom thought, I'll do it tomorrow. Tuesday's fine. Wrong. Dead wrong, in fact. That Tuesday filing triggered an automatic £100 penalty. No appeals, no sob stories, no "the dog ate my homework." As HMRC loves to say, ignorance of the law is no excuse, and they mean it. But here's where it gets sinister. That £100 wasn't the problem. It was the first domino falling. Month 1, Tom gets the £100 penalty notice. He's annoyed, but pays it. Lesson learned, he thinks. Month 3, another letter, a £300 penalty for being 3 months late. Tom's confused. He filed in February. Doesn't matter. The law is crystal clear. Month 6, another £300 penalty. Now, Tom's paid £700 in penalty on a £1,200 tax bill. He's furious, calls HMRC. The response? You should have filed on time. Month 12, daily penalties start, £10 per day, every single day. Tom's annual penalty bill is now heading towards £4,000, more than triple his actual tax owed. But wait, there's more. The interest compound trap. Remember Tom's original £1,200 tax bill? Interest started accruing from February the 1st, not from when he filed, but from when he should have paid. At current rates, that's adding roughly £4 to £5 per month. Doesn't sound like much. Here's a kicker. It compounds. Interest on the interest. Over 3 years, Tom's £1,200 tax bill has effectively doubled through interest and penalties alone. As Albert Einstein reportedly said, compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world, but he didn't mention it works both ways. 6 months after Tom's deadline miss, HMRC registered the debt on his credit file. Suddenly, his mortgage renewal was rejected. His business credit card limit was slashed. His equipment finance rates doubled. His personal loan application for a family car was declined. The mortgage issue was the real killer. Tom's £500,000 house remortgage was rejected, forcing him onto emergency rates that cost an extra £800 per month. Over 2 years, that's nearly £20,000 in additional mortgage costs, all because he filed 1 day late. When I started my business with no money, I learned that your credit rating is your financial lifeline. Tom's late filing cut that lifeline. The credit problems cascaded into Tom's business. His bank, seeing the HMRC debt, reduced his overdraft facility. A seasonal cash flow crunch that should have been manageable became a crisis. Tom had to turn down profitable contracts because he couldn't fund them, delay supplier payments, damaging key relationships, let go of his assistant because he couldn't afford the wages, and his profitable consultancy became a survival business overnight. 3 years later, Tom estimates that single late filing has cost him over £50,000, lost opportunities, higher borrowing costs, and penalties. As Warren Buffett says, it takes 20 years to build a reputation, 5 minutes to ruin it. Tom's 5 minutes came on February the 1st when he clicked submit instead of January the 31st. But here's what the numbers don't show. Tom's marriage suffered. The stress of constant HMRC letters, the shame of financial problems, the arguments about money. It nearly broke his family apart. His health deteriorated from stress. His confidence in business decisions plummeted. This is the real cost of late filing. It just doesn't just hit your bank account, it hits your life. And once you're in HMRC's surcharge system, any future late payment triggers automatic penalties. You're marked for life. Remember, I started with nothing. I know what it's like to have no financial cushion. Don't be Tom. Don't let one missed deadline create a 3-year financial nightmare. If you found this helpful, subscribe and hit the bell, because next week I'll be revealing even more, as I do every week. Until next time, file on time every time. Your future self will thank you.